Mending has become popular again, but I don't see it as a trend. I see it as a life skill, something we have almost forgotten. When we talk about something being a trend, it usually means something that moves very fast. It appears suddenly, spreads quickly, and disappears often just as fast. Trends are usually very visual. They are driven by aesthetics, how something looks, how it photographs, or how it appears in a certain moment online. What I have noticed is that when something becomes a trend, it can easily drift away from its deeper meaning. It's not anymore about why we do it, it's more about how it looks, and it's more outcome than experience, really. And that doesn't make trends bad, it just means they are not designed to hold things that take time. They're not built for patience, repetition, or quiet practice. Because mending, at its core, isn't about how something looks. It's about care, attention, staying with something instead of replacing it. Mending asks for time. It asks us to slow down, to sit with something, and pay attention in a very quiet way. For a long time, skills like mending lived inside homes. They were passed from one person to another, not perfectly, not formally, just through presence and repetition. These skills travel through generations not because they were trendy, but because they are necessary. And because they created a relationship between materials, hands, and time. Mending also asks us to stay with a little bit of discomfort. It's often easier to replace something than to sit with the frustration of not knowing how to fix it, to feel clumsy, or to feel slow. Over time, that changes the relationship we have with objects. Clothes stop being disposable. They carry stories. They hold traces of use, repair, and care. When mending is seen as a life skill, it grows with you. Your stitches change, your confidence and patience change as well. And often, the way you relate to clothes changes too. You start buying differently, keeping things longer, and paying attention to wear it before it turns into damage. But beyond the practical side, there is something deeper. You start trusting yourself with things that feel fragile. And you learn that care doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. That's why mending doesn't have to be rushed. It doesn't have to be trendy. It belongs to a slow rhythm, one where learning happens over time. So if you're curious about mending but aren't sure where to begin, that curiosity is already a beginning.